Everything's updating. There's a video ready to play. YouTube's not... There it is. Okay, let me just pause and wait. I don't know if you can hear me right now, but I'm just waiting for the YouTube thing to update because it's not showing me the video. Hey, let's go. There is no sound. Why is there no sound? Why is there no sound? You bastard. Alright, let's just quickly add in an audio source and try and capture that thing directly. Hello everyone who might be hanging out there. Give me 1 second. Okay, how about you go for that? It's still, well, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can't. Why not? Let me try this. Oh, I think I know why. Oh, you probably can hear it. Hang on. I know the reason. It's because when I plugged in my microphone, I reckon it's turned off my speakers and put my speakers to my microphone. There you are. Okay, sorry. I've been blasting you with stuff you could probably hear. Okay, take two. Ignore that beep, that's me. Getting rid of that dedicated audio source that I created. Now let's turn on the soundtrack. Ignore the little title card at the end of that because that thing is not on it's not on any platform yet. Actually, it technically is. So the title of the stream, I need testers. So what I need is, I'm currently in the process of setting it up on Apple. There's a whole story with that, I hate Apple. Pretty much at the moment I need to contact Apple support because they won't accept my credit card. That's how obnoxious they are. But besides that, because, sorry, the reason why, Android, Google Play, you can upload a game to their store, everything's fine, except for this little part that I have to go through. Apple charges you $150 to do that, so screw them. But besides that, so in order to put it up on Android, because they need some kind of like quality check or something like that, they need a testing phase. Also, is my mic peaking? I'm in the red. Test. There we go. Maybe that's a bit better. I need 20 people to essentially download the game and use it for 14 days, and then Google will approve my game and allow me to put it up there. Because I'm a completely new developer account, they need like a what do you call it? You know, like people vetting it, essentially. People using it and they're able to run it and it's all fine. So, in the description of the video, there are links to the game. So what you have to do to be a tester, all you have to do is download it, put it on your device for 14 days, 2 weeks, and it doesn't say on the page whether I need, whether you need to like play it daily or something like that. I imagine if you just open it every now and then, that'll probably be good enough, but I'm not asking for anyone to, you know, actually... It's an imposition for you. I was hoping to do all this by myself and then have the game ready to launch. In fact, I planned to do this stream doing like a behind the scenes thing when everything was all said and done. when I could actually like show, hey, the game's out, you can go play it now. But unfortunately, I need this testing phase, so here we are. Also, I noticed when I went to put this stream live, I haven't streamed or uploaded anything for ages. That's because I've been working on this. It took an insanely long amount of time to make something so simple. Like, it's just a simple little 2D auto battler, but I don't know how it took over a year. Which makes future game development stuff daunting, but oh well. I've got some ideas for some games to make after this that I'm excited to do. This one's you know, Android and iPhone. I want my next game to be a proper PC game. Not just because, you know, I want to make a proper PC game with actual controls, actual UI, stuff like that. It's difficult when you're using touch stuff. But I want my next game to... well, sorry, I want the next one to be on PC, because developing for mobile kind of sucks. You know, going through all this rigmarole with Google Play and everything. Hey, SS. Yeah. Actually, so I have this open. You know, I'm jumping back and forth between screens. Let's see if I can get both on there at the same time. Chat and actual playback window. Of course, Unity wants to repack sprites. So I've got the game on Unity here. I might as well show you guys some of it while I'm messing around. Give you an idea of, you know, what the game is if you want to even get it. So the soundtrack playing in the background, everything in the game's done by me, except I did hire a guy to draw up a map for me, because that's one thing that's kind of outside my scope. I'm not good at drawing landscape stuff. Ignore these errors down the bottom. Everything else is error-free, except those things are related to, I believe, the Google Play ads, or like ads on mobile device. So because it's on the computer, it just errors because there's nothing to connect to. So, I've made this like a little... so it's an auto battler RPG, but I've given it some roguelike elements. So you go into a level, ignore the little elemental stuff on that. There's a tutorial that'll teach you about that. So the way it goes is it scales up in difficulty, getting harder and harder. So like this testing thing, I've ooh, I see your message. I'll get you to it in a sec. So the first couple of levels are easy for me at the moment because I've jumped through everything. Why are you holding up Unity? There we go. There was no errors, so I didn't think it was actually frozen, but it was just sitting there. So pick up some items, equip them. So one thing I did as well, these little shell coins, because every level ramps up in difficulty and getting, you know, loot drops is random, I thought, hey, if the enemies actually drop something that can just, you know, give you some basic stats, that'll keep it balanced. Also, because the amount of enemies on a level is randomized, I was thinking it's harder if you have to fight, you know, a lot of enemies on a level. May as well balance it out to give you more reward for doing that. Okay, so let me jump over to your message. The first link doesn't work. Sorry, the requested URL was not found in this service. App not available. Huh. Of course nothing can go right. So I've gone to... So I'm on the Google Play console. I go into testers, and I've got a link for how testers join your test. Just for the sake of it, I'm just going to repost this link. I guess I'll give you the web one. Just try clicking that. I mean, it's the same link that's in the description, but try that. Because, I mean, if that doesn't work, how else? I mean, Google gave me a link to give you. Okay, so when I load it up on my computer, it comes up with a thing saying, you've been invited to be a tester. Now, I don't know... App not available. Huh. Okay, so why do I have a different thing? Let me try it in incognito. Sorry, I was hoping for a nice, simple, straightforward stream where I could just get through that easy. Oh, incognito, I need a login. Let me try it on... Let me try it on a different browser where I have a different login. Okay, I see the error you've got now. So why does it come up on my account? Okay, hang on, I'm just gonna do some, like, Googling around, so sorry, it's gonna be a bit of dead air for a bit. Because I want this to work now. I mean, worst case scenario, I guess you guys can come back to this video and I'll post in the comments, like, a solution. While I move stuff around on my screen, let me just make sure that's not showing up. Let me try and... I'm going to be... I've got a lot of windows open, so I'm going to try and keep up on your chat in the... Well, in the chat. But I've only got 2 monitors. Here we go. Maybe this will work. Try clicking that link once again. I don't know if this is too early for, So, there's a option in the Google Play console to turn on automatic publishing. Now, I didn't have anything there saying, you know, approve a publishing thing, but maybe with automatic on, it'll just manage it and actually put it up. Same errors. Okay, hang on. I don't know if I can share the screen for the console backend. I mean, 1, I don't want any personal details to be on there, but 2, I don't know if it's actually like... You know how, I think with YouTube, there's like rules against showing too much of your studio to viewers, so I wonder if it will be the same thing where there's just like details that Google doesn't want you to show off. Yeah, look, you guys don't worry about it, it'll definitely be my fault. I just gotta work out how to get this thing to... Like, there's so many options in here. Actually, getting it to this point was somewhat tricky as well. Hang on, let me read this. It might be... Let me remove that. It might be that I actually need to... Hang on, why didn't that work? Oh, dude, it's just lagging. Oh, okay, I've got it. Well, that's annoying. Okay, so what I have in the testers section here, maybe I can actually show this. Yeah, I'll show this. Hang on. In this thing, I need to go into... Where's the button gone? There's a button to allow you to edit the scene without showing people, and I have no idea where it's gone. Ah, screw it. You know what? This would be easier. Let me just screenshot it, and then I can just put the image up. Alright, add image. There we go. Alright. So, you can see down the bottom there's the copy link thing. That's what I was sending. You know, join on Android, join on web stuff. So, see at the top how it says an email list? Choose who can access your test. Select through an email list or Google group. So, when I was testing, I put my email into that list. And so, when I click the link at the bottom, it actually brings up a thing for me to join. When I removed it, suddenly I was getting that error. Why Google would, like, if you put someone in the email list, surely Google would just email them a link. Why have a separate link at the bottom if that link doesn't do anything? Stupid. But, okay, so, let me... I've got stuff everywhere now. Let me just try and... How do you edit a description while live? On YouTube. Never tried editing a description while live, and I can't see the button to do it. Alright, never mind. I guess I'll edit the description later on. So I guess what you'll have to do is you'll have to give me your email that has... I suppose if you're using the web one, you can probably use any email. But I'm gonna have to collect emails, which... That sucks. I was hoping to just, like... Yeah, I can't... The link doesn't work unless I actually have your email and put you on the list. Why is it so... I've got to get 20 people to do this. I suppose 19 if I count myself. But how do other people do this? How do other people grab, like, 19 random strangers' emails? Just say, oh yeah, just give them to me, nothing wrong will happen, I won't, like, add you to a mailing list or something. So, yeah, I don't know where... Do you know, like, a safe way that I can set up something for you to, like, send me an email if you want to join? And then I can just, you know, somewhere where it'll be private so no one else can see it. I guess, like, you can direct message me in email, but... Yeah, actually, direct messaging might be easiest, I guess. That's the most private. I've never sent a direct message on YouTube, though. I assume it just goes to my email. Either way, sorry for the disaster stream so far. A whole bunch of troubleshooting just to get to a, anything. Google form. Hang on 1 second, let me try and open that up. Okay. Give me a crash course on how to use Google Forms. Oh. Thank you. Someone messaged me on Discord, I guess? Hang on, how? I don't have Discord on. Okay, DMs on YouTube haven't been a thing for years. Actually, you can direct message me on Discord. Problem is, like, I'm on SS Discord. I don't really have my own or anything like that, so that's one way to do it, I guess. You know what, I'll come back to Google Forms in a while. While I'm trying to set that up, it's, well, actually, let me describe it. I'm at a page where it says, get started, put in your business name, how many employees. I mean, you guys won't be employees. I can do it, I guess. Oh, okay. Is the template on the main page? Did I click past it? Where has... I've lost it now. Oh man, I've gone down a rabbit hole of stuff now. I think I'm off track. Yeah, sorry, I've just got that thing sitting on the background now. Oh, I see. Wait, hang on, this isn't the link I had before. When I googled Google Forms, it came up with a different page. I went down that page and got to a point where it was just too much, so I restarted. Now I'm on a different site. Okay, I don't know, I'll just name it whatever. Oh wait. Hang on, am I filling this out? Okay. I think I got it now. Okay, so... So if I click send... No, hang on. 3 tabs, questions, responses, settings. Yes, yeah, I'm on that page. So I've got one set up that's just has email. So now, how do I send this link to you? And also, I assume that... So I assume when I go to responses, that's where I will see your ones. Oh, there, link to Sheets. Wait. Gotcha. Gotcha. Alright. Thank you so much for that. Does that? Good. Unfortunately, I'm now back in square one where I don't know how to edit. There's the edit button. Okay, cool. How did I not see that on the first one? Okay. Save. Alright. It's in the description now. Alright, if that works, thank you so much for that. That's a retarded system from Google. Okay, cool, it works. Alright. What can I show you here? So, I went for... so, the story behind this, let me get back into what I plan to just do for this stream. I wanted this just to be a short stream. I'm probably half an hour in now or something. So, I'm making... Well, I initially made this for my nephew. Cool, thanks, Essus. Don't worry, I won't do anything with the emails. I didn't plan on collecting any to begin with. I'll email you the link. Actually, hang on. Oh yeah, I've got to add you to the list anyway, so no point putting the list of, the link of this thing in there yet. Yeah, so back to the thing. So I initially made a little game for my nephew, and it was just like a little board game, you know, something really basic. But once I made it for him, my other nephew wanted a game made for him. So his favorite animal is a turtle, and he really likes Pokemon. So I went about, like, you know, making up a whole bunch of, you know, designs of what type of game can I make that, like, a little, you know, 7-year-old can enjoy, while at the same time, you know, I wanted to actually make a game to try and, you know, make a job out of it. I said at the start of the stream that I've got ideas for other games that I want to get onto, and if this game can make me some money, then I can hire a 3D modeler artist, which will make it a lot easier to get the second game done. So, because of the Pokemon angle, I was like, hey, cool, let's have a whole bunch of turtles to collect. And so, there's a big collection. Oh, one thing as well, you'll see under each turtle there's a little stat thing. So because this is a, like a gauntlet roguelike type thing, the whole idea is every time you restart and draw a turtle, you get a few more stats that'll make it easier. So like at the moment, simplest thing is I'm doing 33 damage. You start with just 1 damage, so, you know, it sort of gets up there. Okay, so, this is the roguelike side of it. Let me just pull up this window so I've got everything on the screen. This is a shit selection of bonuses. They're all cooldown stuff and buff duration. So I've got, like, I think it's over 100 of these little things in the game, and, you know, to add to the roguelike element, it's a level 2 and level 5 of each zone will give you a you know, buff sort of thing. And you also see some of these have curses. The curses rotate every time, and I came up with that just as a simple idea of people will pick an optimal build. They'll sort of say, like, these ones are more overpowered than other ones. So the whole idea there was just, hey, what if you just, like, chuck these curses in there to sort of discourage people from picking the same one every time, sort of thing. There can also be times where something might be so powerful that, you know, this thing doesn't matter. One of the curses is sort of the opposite of this cooldown reduction thing. It'll, you know, increase your cooldowns. But I found when testing, there are times where I have bad luck and I don't pick up a single skill, so that curse doesn't really apply, and the benefit's kind of worth it anyway. One thing I'll show you as well, now I've added a whole bunch more to this scene. Is this it? Yeah. So, initially, in the early phase of development, I decided to make it a talent tree. It was only later on that I decided, well, it's a roguelike, I may as well have it be, you know, like a roguelike. You pick up the buffs as you go through the levels. So, let me just try zooming this in. Oh, I'm not going to be able to, because, yeah, it just snaps. But But the whole idea was you start in the center of it and you work out like a normal talent tree where you can only grab the stuff next to it. And I saved, even though I got rid of this and went to the other one, I saved the picture of this because when I was thinking of doing this behind the scenes kind of live stream, I just wanted to show off because I was pretty proud of the fact that I managed to make a talent tree in the shape of a turtle. Especially with like these insane little lines on the inside that make up the shell. And it's like perfectly balanced as well. Every, so there was five little quadrants, or quintrants, I guess. And I've actually managed to balance it so each of them have the exact same in each one. One other thing as well, if you like play this game, you'll notice, and unfortunately I can't zoom this image in. Hang on, I can if I just do this. You'll see they're like blue up here. These ones are sort of green. It's brown down there, like a icy sort of color here, and red up here. So there are different elements to... Oh, hang on. You can't actually see that. So you see this guy's frost, this guy's earth, this guy's water, electric, lightning. I couldn't work out what word to call this that actually, you know, sounded right. And this guy's fire. So initially, well, I mean, it still kind of is. I've got the different elements, and initially the talent trees were based around the elements. So fire was all attack, water was all healing, electricity is more crit. The reason why it's green, whereas you'll see from the icon, electricity is now purple. Initially I just went with the idea of air, and so it was more, you know, rather than just lightning, was also like wind and stuff like that. Unfortunately the color scheme's kind of hung around as a remnant, just because I don't want to redo all the images with a different background. Earth is all defensive, and frost is all spell power sort of stuff. So, I've taken your chat down. Yeah, I spent so much time looking at different, like your comment about Path of Exile flashbacks, I was looking at so many different talent trees across all different games. Funny thing as well is, I still play classic WoW from time to time, and that talent tree is really simple. I haven't even looked at, well, I hadn't looked at retail WoW's talent trees until recently, and they've gone sort of the, not quite as much as Path of Exile, but their talent trees are pretty insane nowadays, like a full web of stuff. But yeah, so the whole idea was just, you know, I like that Path of Exile thing where it is a web, and because when you grab a talent it gets the next one, there's a cool sort of planning thing of, I want to get to this thing, how many points can I get to get there, or maybe I can take a detour and get something else that I really want. But all that work on the talent tree ended up going away because I like the you know, the method where you grab a the roguelike sort of thing, where you just grab a point every now and then. It also worked well because with the talent tree, I initially gave like a talent point for every level you cleared, and I found that maxed out the talent tree pretty quickly, because my idea was, okay, you'll spec into one little branch, and like, okay, this run I'm going to do fire, and then I also put in a little, what do you call it, like a balancing sort of thing, where once you do a run and you, because it's roguelike, obviously you die and you restart. When you restarted, all the talents that you picked last time would now cost twice as much, so rather than, you know, one talent will cost two. And so the whole idea there was like, encourage you to, you know, pick different routes every time. So this one will be a fire run, one will be a water run. But so with that idea, like, it doesn't take many levels just to clear out one little quadrant, so then you're going to be doing a run that's fire and water, and then, you know, once you start getting further into the game, you're going to do fire, water, electric, and then it sort of messes up with the whole, trying to, like, make stuff cost 2. So it was just a better, like, a better solution just to do this roguelike strategy. Now, what I'd like to do is actually get a spell so I can show you some of that stuff. At the moment I'm just getting gems. Okay, quit that. This little thing up here, yeah, you can see my mouse. I was actually pretty proud of myself for coding this. It's not too hard to do, but just because you got 5 different turtles, you can't see all of their inventories at the same time. So I was just like, hey, let's just code a little thing that it picks the one with the lowest gear score and just says this one is in most need of a gem. But when everyone's on nothing, it'll just pick the first one. Yeah, so then you can just chuck that onto the other one. Upgrade that. I have a debug log that I didn't remove. Got to go find that. It doesn't matter. It's just you put debug logs in to tell you like what's happening. Can I pull up this thing? There we go. So this is what the code is like, and so you know, in one of these things, you can just go in and go debug.log, and you can write, you know, something, and then say add in, I don't know, one of these values, and it'll oh, actually, you want to put some spaces there because otherwise it'll be a whole thing, and that's an easy way to just keep on top of what's happening in your code, because the annoying thing with code is it like, God, what is the word I'm looking for? It processes too fast. So your code, like all that code there can happen in a fraction of a second. And so if there's a bug, or even if you just want to pay attention to what a value equals at a certain point, you're not going to see it until the fraction of a second when it's all finished. So you chuck little debug logs in there to keep on top of what is it at this stage and what's happening here. Unfortunately, that 8, I didn't put a description for it. It just says 8, so I've got to go through and search for debug log 8 and try and find where that is. Okay, the garden. So this thing is, okay, fruit. Actually, let me go all the way back here. So you pick up building materials, and you can build these little planter boxes. You also see there's other little furniture things you can get, which I don't have furniture, but like you can decorate your house with them. The furniture also serves a purpose because obviously, like with a big gauntlet, as you get further and further, the earlier levels are going to be completely pointless to play. So the way the furniture works is it gives you an option to skip earlier levels. So you make a planter box and you plant fruit trees and vegetable trees. With the fruit, you can get permanent stats. Oh, this is XP. The apple and the peach are XP. The whole idea of trying to come up with what meaning can I put behind different fruit. So like, I think the mango is HP just because it's like a big solid fruit. But I was sort of thinking, so 3 of these are basic stats. The other 3 are shell modifier stats. So see how these are like points? They initially start off as just whole numbers, but like it increases it by a percentage, and the whole idea is like as you go along, you'll get more and more shell points just from you know, one single kill. But then I had to work out, okay, I need 2 of these to actually give XP. They'll be like my XP tomes. What makes sense for that? So I ended up going with apple just because, like, you know, fruit of knowledge from Garden of Eden, and I went with peach because is it Asian lore as a whole or just Japanese lore? But the whole idea of like, actually in Granblue, the tiger twins were born from a peach. So it's like Asian mythology that, like, I think, was it Princess Kaguya who came from a peach, or was she in a wood stump? Something like that. Either way, like, there's an Asian mythology idea behind peaches, you know, and knowledge or XP or something mystical. Okay, so that's the fruit, and I've only got, like, 2 of these plants. The seeds are also kind of random, so the reason I have these 2 is because those are the ones that have dropped. I can't click on it over here because it's growing, but I'm growing a veggie over here. And then, why is that so big? Hang on one second. Not that canvas, this canvas. Not that. Sorry, cooking canvas, there we go. I'll have to update that for launch. Well, unfortunately that means if you're playing the beta build, you're going to have that same sort of thing. So in here, you grow veggies and you can make various food, and of course the food, like most RPGs, gives stats. They last for 5 turns, and growing a plant takes longer than 5 turns, so it's the whole idea of just, you know, every now and then you can get a powerful buff. So we equip the thing, the spell. I probably do need more HP, although I did like the little bit of crit there. And so yeah, then it's I don't know, it's just a simple little auto battler that I don't know, like it was designed for a 7-year-old, so it's simple, but I'm hoping that it can still, be interesting enough for anyone to sort of play. I can get my crit back, but I might go attack speed. Let me just pause my music, unmute it in here. So there are sound effects and all this music and stuff. And I initially didn't have the double speed option, just because I wasn't sure if it would, work out fine. I was worried about it, bugging out, trying to process stuff too fast, but it worked perfectly fine. And I especially needed that while testing. That sound effect was a little too loud, I might change that. Oh yeah. So in here, you have little tasks that unlock as you play. So, just trying to come up with as many rewards as I can think of. Oh, also, just a fun little thing, there's set bonuses, because I've, I've done so many different turtles. I was syncing up all the different categories they can fall into. This might change over time as I add more stuff, but, the whole thing is like, if you get a full collection, then you get a chunk of stats. Also through testing, I actually think these stats might be a little too low, because, by the time you get a full set, you're going on for a bit, so I could buff it, or I could just add more sets, which would give more for that. Let me mute that and go back to the music, and then jump over to chat. Oh yeah, sorry, in the garden. This one, actually I haven't done the ad for today. You want to see what ads on the back end look like? Boom. Unity ads, this screen would be your ad. So, it's a, let me show it again. So there's a cooldown now. It's just a once a day thing, and it's just, I think it sets everything to fully grown, except I think when the fruit trees are growing, it doesn't set them to fully grown, just because, like, it just skips them along a bit, because they take a, they have like an initial growth sort of thing. Then I can just plant more seeds and stuff. Hello. What are you, Error? Oh, yeah. Hang on, I won't bring it up the thing for you. Ooh, that's an interesting error. I'll have a look at that later. I mean, it wasn't game breaking, the game continued, but it's, it was an error with one of the enemies moving. Yeah, so I've added a few little ads. This one I might buff, because I don't know if 2 coins is enough. I might add it to more. Yeah, so I've made the game free, but like I said, I want to make a living off this, and also the money that I get from this, I want to put it towards, sorry, I've got desktop audio and that just recorded that notification. I've got desktop audio, sorry, I've got, what was I saying? That's right. So I said before that I want to put all this money towards hiring a graphic design, or like a 3D modeler, an artist for my next game. So, like, I want to try and get some money out of this, but at the same time, I want these to be fair. Like, the garden one gives you an immediate sort of reward, but at the same time, if you just ignore that and just play the game, you're kind of in the same position anyway, so it's something that I don't feel is too forced. The coins are a little more lucrative, so I don't know if, that one's a little more of an incentive to click. But the reason why I went with sort of ad reward things is it's like a way for me to earn money without expecting people to pay, because, I mean, I'm a new developer, I'm not that great. You can remove advertisements. I don't know if this is a fair amount. I'll see how I go. But, yeah, essentially, remove ads is sort of like paying for the game, It gets rid of all that stuff, and then I'm pretty sure you'd essentially have this kind of experience where, like, nothing would come up, you'd just get the reward. Yeah, so, I don't know, I'll see how that, goes. Like I said, I'm trying to make it as fair as possible, while at the same time trying to make some money off it. Does Google incentivize that sort of stuff for apps? Yes, I think. Like, it's just one of the options of, how you can, Unity actually incentivizes it, because, I mean, as you saw, it was a Unity ad plugin, like it's a default plugin for it. Was about to say that victory fanfares are louder. Yeah. I can lower that, actually. So if I come in here, you can't quite see the full bottom thing, but here's all my audio, and I can... Oh, actually, over in this little area, I can, lower it? No, actually, no, I can't. I need to just pull it up in Audacity and just lower it. But yeah, what else is there to show? I think that might be about it. Because, I mean, this is just the core of the game, and you sort of go through and respawn. Every time you respawn, you get to draw a new turtle. Stuff like that. And yeah, I don't know. I suppose the good thing is, when I was playtesting it, I was having some fun doing it. So hopefully that, you know, translates and it actually is enjoyable. But yeah, I don't know. I've spent a while making this, and it's kind of cool to have it finally done, and, you know, something I can release. So yeah, as I started the stream about, I don't want to stream too long today, so now that I've just kind of shown this off, yes, so the Google Docs that I put in the chat, and it's in the description now, give me your email, and I'll email out the link through that. I think that's the best way to do it. And yeah, so I should reiterate it just to make sure it's all clear. All Google seems to expect, as far as I can tell, although I guess I screwed up how the testing thing works, so maybe I'm misunderstanding it. It definitely says you need to have the game installed for 14 days. That's the main thing, and I'm pretty sure they're consecutive days too, so, you know, I think if you uninstall it, it might reset it, or, you know, something like that. So keep it installed for 14 days. I don't know if you have to play it every day, but I guess just open it every now and then so that it sees you active or something like that. You don't have to play it if you don't want to. Like I said, I've been playtesting this for the last couple of months, ironing out all the bugs and, you know, checking out the balance, stuff like that. So, like, yeah, I thought that the game was all ready to launch, so you're welcome to play it. Actually, if you want to give feedback, I'll look into, I'll see what you say, and if it's something that I can, you know, implement quickly. Anything longer, I'll probably plan for a post-launch patch sort of thing. But yeah, give me your feedback, see what it's like, anything you enjoy, anything you hate, stuff like that. And then, yeah, hopefully after those 14 days I can launch it properly. Oh, two things that there will be, that I know about. So, I think it's like after 30 retries, a little pop-up will come up saying, hey, would you like to give a review on the Google Play Store? Let me actually pull this up so you can, see this. Where is it? There. Sorry, not you. You. So, see how, like, when it comes up to say give a review, it just, opens the URL to the Play Store. These links don't work, because essentially it was a catch-22 where I had to make a build of the game and submit it to Google for approval, and then they could, you know, essentially send it out to you. And before that, I did not have a store link, so there's like nothing in here. It's all like the Apple one. I haven't set that one up yet, but the Google one should be the actual one going forward. Point is, if that thing comes up, don't worry about clicking on the review thing, because it won't work. Second thing is, I suppose this isn't so much what I know or whatnot, but this thing, if you click on that, I don't know what will happen because it's in testing phase. Like, again, I'd probably recommend don't spend any money while it's in testing, just because I assume save games will carry over, but I don't know enough about how it's going to work. I'm not sure if Google will try and regenerate a new link, storefront, whatever. So just be careful in the beta phase about spending any money. So those are the only two things. Everything else should work. Where to give feedback? Yeah, probably just put the comments on this stream. I'll leave it up for a while. I don't know if I'll end up deleting the stream later on. When it actually goes to launch, I'll, you know, put in a, like an actual, I don't know, just like a video, not a stream, just a video saying, hey, by the way, it's live, you know, go play it if you want. Which is, like I said, what this stream was planned to be until I hit this roadblock of the testers. That reminds me, let me just quickly pull something up. So, I made a new YouTube channel, just for this. Where is it? I guess it's so small that it doesn't even, register. Hang on. I'm searching for it and it doesn't even come up. Alright, hang on, let me just quickly grab this. When I grab it, I'll post it in the chat. Can I switch accounts, or will that disconnect my live stream? Hopefully not. Okay. That should be it. Alright, here. If you want, subscribe to that channel. So, there's nothing on there at the moment, and that's where I'm going to upload the trailer that I showed at the start of the video. I haven't uploaded that yet because, you know, it like at the end of it, it says go download it on Google Play and iOS. It's not up on those yet, so I don't want to, you know, put that up and then have a whole bunch of people commenting. Where is it? I can't find it. And I'm also going to upload this soundtrack in the background, which is a soundtrack for the game. I'll upload that as a whole video too. You know, just showing off I mean, if anyone wants to listen to it or stuff like that, I always listen to video game soundtracks on YouTube. So, yeah, that channel as well, I'm not going to spam it with anything. It's only going to be relevant stuff for any games. So, I don't know, you can subscribe to it and just let it sit in the background. So, with that said, I think that's everything. Let me just switch this back to mine, just in case it screws up my live stream. I don't want that. Yeah. So, yeah. Thank you for coming to watch. Thank you if you gave me your email for that. So yeah, the moment I get 20 testers, I can start my 14-day thing before it is finally approved. So thank you very much if you did do that. You're helping me out a lot, because I don't know how I'm going to get 20 other accounts. I was thinking of trying to do it myself with multiple accounts, but I don't know how to make 20 Google Play accounts easily. So anyway, thank you. And I'll see you all later. Now that I've probably got a break from coding and everything, I might try and get back into doing something. Although, yeah, I've missed a whole bunch of I've still been playing Granblue, but I've missed a whole bunch of stuff to make videos on lately, so I don't know. Anyway, thanks, cheers, see you all later.